Back to another TA video. I'll be going over some names I'm currently looking at, and let's get right into it. So first off is going to be AVGO. So Broadcom. Right now, Broadcom is forming this channel, this ascending channel on the daily time frame, and right now we can see clear distribution days. But as of right now, price is still above the EMAs on the daily, and right now you are still above my critical level, which is 340, and I believe as long as you hold about 340, this could potentially be a retest back for a continuation back up. And right now you are at the low of the trend line. So previous times bulls have stepped up here, bulls have stepped up here, bulls have stepped up here. So right now, if bulls could step up here at the low of this trend line, we could see a continuation back up to 358, 360. And that is what I'm currently looking at. So right now your support would be 340, 336 for AVGO. But as of right now, you are approaching support, the 21 EMA on the daily. And if you break above 348, 347, you can see a continuation back up to 359, 360. And the next name is going to be Microsoft. All right, so for Microsoft, this name is just building a base here on the daily time frame, and you're still in this 512, 520 range. But what I'm definitely keeping an eye on is if price could break above this 520 level for a continuation up to 532 or 530. And yeah, that's what I'm currently looking at. So everything is all noise right now. Bulls and bears are fighting over here at this range between 520 and 512. So if once I see price break above 520, which is a big level, if we look at the even on the weekly time frame, we see sellers step up here multiple times. But like I said, if you see a daily candle or even a weekly candle above 520, I do think you could see a continuation to 532. And yeah, that's what I'm currently looking at. And let me see if I see anything on the 1 hour. Yeah, you could say that we're kind of mounting above this previous resistance here at around 516.5. You see here, we're kind of mounting above that, so we could see a move back up to 520 soon. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on Microsoft once I see that happen. And next name I'm going to be looking at for next upcoming days is Google. All right, so Google, there's some bullish news that just happened. It's up 3% today. 3% after hours. But like right now, this name did break out this weekly flag on the weekly time frame. So currently I told my Discord and then my watch list that if we see price break above previous all-time highs, which is 357, we could see 257. If you see price break above 257, we could see a move back up to or break out to 270. And what I'm going off of is the low of this range. From the low of this range to the top, we could see our breakout to 260. But really, if you hold it above 260, you can see it move back up to 270, which is our initial target. But yeah, literally, if we see price break above all-time highs, use that as support, so which is 257. So as long as you hold above 257 on the daily time frame, we could see a crazy breakout for Google. And my target is 270. And I mentioned in the past that dealers are shooting up to 300 strike calls for Google. And that's it for Google. The next one's going to be Boeing. And so right now, Boeing is accumulating on the weekly and daily time frame. If we see here, this level has been a critical level in the past. So right here, we see 217, 215 acting as resistance here. Price broke out. You see that crazy breakout. Then you see price lose it again, breakout. Then here again, we lose it. And you guys can go back in the previous times where this has acted as support and resistance. So again here, resistance here, support here. And now we're kind of accumulating here and consolidating. So what I'm currently looking at for Boeing is maybe grab some longs here, which I'm currently in already. But grab longs here. My stop loss would be below 215, which is very tight, which is the 80 MA. And once you see price break above this 226 level, which is the neckline, is you could see a crazy breakout to 236. And if you break above 236, which is a big level, like again, you can see it move to 254 for Boeing. But as of right now, you are kind of forming this falling wedge for Boeing, so price could definitely see an explosive move soon. But yeah, that's why I'm definitely keeping an eye on Boeing. And the next name is gonna be V, which is Visa. So this name has been a name that I've been looking out for a very long time. I played it, I believe, I forgot where it was, but I bought some longs. I sold it up here at this 253 level. So again, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. We're still forming this prices coiling up. You know, we're seeing the range get smaller, and really what I'm looking out for is a break above 254 for a possible breakout to 370 for Visa. And yeah, really right now here's all noise, but definitely if I see a breakout above 254, which is a prior resistance, I'll definitely keep an eye on that for a breakout to 370. And yeah, that is definitely what I'm looking out for Visa. Is really it's gonna stay patient here. Not interested in here below 354. But once I see price break above 354, I definitely keep an eye for a breakout. Also, just keep in mind of these little resistance, these little swing highs in the past. So maybe 354, you see move to 357, then 360, then so on. But you do have this gap to get filled on the daily time frame. And the next name is going to be Coinbase, which I put on the weekly watch list. Is Coinbase is forming, well, it's not really forming, but you see this inverse head and shoulders play out for coin. You do break out, and now you're seeing price head retest the neckline. So currently what I'm looking at is if we could see price break up back above 345, which is also a big level here, we could see a continuation back up to previous highs, which is $400 for Coinbase. But yeah, that's what I'm currently looking at for coin. Really below 335, I'm not interested. But again, if you see price break above 345 and break above the daily 8 and 21 EMA on the daily time frame, you could definitely see a reversal back up to highs to $400 or to 390 for coin. And the last name I'm going to be going over is Ethereum. This name I did get in as an early entry, or not early entry, but definitely at 1/3 of my position I'm currently in. And I could potentially just be only buying another 1/3, which is just I'll be really pretty light on this play. But right now, if we look here on the weekly time frame, Ethereum is at a critical spot here. So we're seeing here on the weekly resistance here, and you see weekly resistance over here in the past as well. So right now you're starting to see price consolidate around this range. So currently I did buy here really early, but again, I'm going to look out for a potential breakout. If not, my stop loss is below 3,800 for Ethereum. But you are kind of forming this wedge or this pennant here, which could be looked as a bearish sign, but again, you are at this critical support, and really your max L would be, let's say price does fall down, which is roughly 4%. But really, the real move is going to be back up to all-time highs, which is a 20% breakout. So I like my odds there for Ethereum. And yeah, really, I could care less what happens to the downside because you are approaching that 21 EMA on the weekly time frame as well, which has acted as support on the weekly time frame. But yeah, that is it for now. Yeah, that's it for right now. If you guys like the video, leave it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.